metric, Eala is one of their home players and the biggest home star in terms of popularity. Really, the intensity and the positivity towards her was tremendous. Even though she ultimately lost, it seemed like the crowd stayed positive and supportive throughout, which was great to see.
Everything changed in what felt like a single heartbeat. Nobody inside the stadium expected the microphone to become the center of the biggest tennis conversation of the year. Cameras were rolling. Reporters were already packing up. Fans believed they had heard the final announcement of the day. Then came one sentence that sent the entire tennis world into absolute chaos. According to whispers spreading through the crowd, something enormous involving Eala had just been revealed. Within minutes, social media erupted with thousands of posts claiming that the US Open was preparing to make a stunning move that nobody saw coming. Some insisted it would redefine the tournament's future. Others argued it was impossible. The debate exploded so quickly that even veteran tennis commentators struggled to separate rumor from reality. Then the speculation reached another level. Anonymous accounts claimed insiders were exchanging private messages behind closed doors. Fans dissected every facial expression, every handshake, every interview clip frame by frame, convinced they had uncovered clues hidden in plain sight. Live stream chats moved too fast to read. Every refresh brought another theory, another prediction, another dramatic twist. Was Eala truly about to become the center of one of the biggest stories in modern tennis? Or had the internet allowed excitement to spiral into something much larger than reality? One thing was undeniable. Millions of eyes suddenly turned toward one player, one tournament, and one announcement that seemed to carry enormous weight. The conversation grew louder by the minute, and every new rumor only fueled even more anticipation. Fans weren't just waiting for answers anymore. They were trying to predict the next headline before it happened. And if the speculation was even partially true, the shockwaves would be felt far beyond New York. The cameras kept rolling long after most people thought the story was over. Reporters who had already begun folding their notebooks suddenly rushed back toward the media room as a fresh wave of speculation swept through the grounds. Nobody wanted to be the first to leave if something historic was about to unfold. Every hallway buzzed with nervous conversations. Every television monitor flashed breaking updates. And every fan seemed convinced they were witnessing the beginning of a brand new chapter in Eala's career. The spark came from a routine media appearance that immediately became anything but routine. A brief comment from the tournament's leadership was interpreted in dozens of different ways within minutes. Some fans celebrated as if history had already been made. Others urged caution, reminding everyone that official statements often leave room for interpretation. Yet the uncertainty only made the story grow larger. Across social media, clips spread at lightning speed. A few seconds of video were replayed endlessly as viewers debated the meaning behind every pause, every smile, and every carefully chosen word. Influencers produced hour-long breakdowns from a 10-second exchange. Sports podcasts abandoned their planned topics to discuss nothing else. Even people who rarely followed tennis found themselves pulled into the conversation. Supporters of Eala filled timelines with messages about perseverance, determination, and how quickly careers can change when preparation meets opportunity. They pointed to her steady rise, her improving performances, and the confidence she has displayed against increasingly difficult competition. For them, the excitement wasn't about a guarantee. It was about the possibility that another major milestone could be within reach. Meanwhile, commentators offered a different perspective. They reminded audiences that tennis is filled with unpredictable moments. A favorable draw can change everything. One inspired performance can rewrite expectations. One difficult match can completely alter the narrative. That uncertainty, they argued, is exactly what makes the sport captivating. As the debate intensified, every television appearance by tournament officials attracted enormous attention. Reporters searched for clues in every answer, hoping to uncover some hidden meaning. Questions became more direct. Responses remained measured. The absence of dramatic confirmation somehow made speculation even louder. Outside the venue, fans gathered wearing Eala merchandise, waving flags, and sharing hopeful predictions. Some believed they were witnessing the arrival of a future star capable of challenging established names. Others simply wanted to enjoy the excitement surrounding a player whose journey had inspired many people across the world. Online, creative fan theories multiplied. Some imagined blockbuster matchups. Others predicted dream storylines for the tournament. These ideas spread rapidly, often blurring the line between hopeful speculation and established fact. Within hours, countless posts claimed to know exactly what would happen next, even though no such certainty existed. Television analysts tried to restore perspective. They emphasized that tournaments are decided on the court rather than on headlines. Preparation, fitness, strategy, and composure ultimately matter far more than internet predictions. Their reminders were sensible, but they struggled to compete with the sheer momentum of the online conversation. Eala herself remained the focus of nearly every discussion. Her recent development as a player, her growing confidence, and her ability to compete against stronger opposition became central talking points. Many observers noted that earning attention from a major tournament reflected the progress she had made through years of disciplined work rather than any single moment. The atmosphere around the event became electric. Every practice session attracted larger crowds. Every interview generated fresh headlines. Every training clip posted online sparked hundreds of comments debating what it revealed about her form and mindset. Fans began counting down the hours until more official information emerged. Sports channels announced special coverage. Content creators promised exclusive analysis. Discussion forums filled with predictions ranging from cautious optimism to wildly ambitious expectations. Yet beneath all the excitement remained a simple truth. No announcement alone could determine what would happen once competition began. Tennis has always rewarded performance under pressure, and every player must ultimately earn success point by point. Still, anticipation refused to fade. If anything, it became stronger with every passing hour. People weren't just waiting for confirmation anymore. They were waiting to see whether the growing expectations surrounding Eala would translate into memorable performances on one of tennis's biggest stages. Just as the conversation seemed ready to settle, another scheduled media session appeared on the calendar, promising fresh questions, renewed speculation, and perhaps the clarification everyone had been chasing. And suddenly, the entire tennis world was watching once again. The anticipation surrounding the tournament reached an entirely new level the next morning. Long before the gates officially opened, fans were already lining up, hoping to catch a glimpse of Eala during practice. Television crews positioned themselves at every possible angle, determined not to miss a single moment. It felt as though the spotlight had suddenly become impossible to escape. When the scheduled media availability finally began, the room fell remarkably quiet. Reporters leaned forward, notebooks ready, cameras focused, waiting to hear whether there would be any clarification about the announcement that had fueled days of discussion. The questions came quickly, but the responses remained measured and professional. Rather than delivering dramatic promises, tournament representatives emphasized the prestige of the event, the remarkable depth of the field, and the excitement surrounding emerging talent, including Eala, whose continued progress had drawn growing international attention. That acknowledgement alone was enough to reignite the online frenzy. Within minutes, clips from the press conference spread across social media. Supporters celebrated every encouraging remark, while skeptics argued that excitement should be tempered until matches were actually played. The same 30-second exchange was interpreted in dozens of different ways depending on who was watching. Some fans viewed it as a sign that expectations were rising. Others simply saw it as recognition earned through consistent improvement. The debate quickly became one of the biggest stories surrounding the tournament. Former players weighed in during television broadcasts, discussing the pressure that comes with heightened attention. Several praised Eala's composure, noting that young athletes often face enormous expectations long before they reach their peak. They pointed out that developing through those moments is part of becoming an elite competitor. Meanwhile, highlights from Eala's recent matches resurfaced across sports channels and online platforms. Analysts broke down her shot selection, court positioning, movement, and tactical adjustments, explaining why many observers believed she had taken meaningful steps forward over the past season. Rather than relying on hype alone, they focused on the improvements visible in her game. Fans responded enthusiastically. Comment sections filled with messages of encouragement, predictions, and spirited debate. Some believed this tournament could become a defining chapter in her career. Others cautioned that tennis history is full of unexpected twists, where favorites stumble and underdogs rise. The excitement extended well beyond the venue. Sports radio shows devoted entire segments to discussing emerging contenders. Newspapers highlighted the growing interest surrounding younger players capable of challenging established names. Digital creators published detailed breakdowns of potential matchups, examining how different playing styles might influence the tournament. As practice sessions continued, photographers captured moments that quickly became widely shared, not because they revealed hidden secrets, but because fans were eager for any glimpse of preparation before competition began. Every training video generated fresh conversations about rhythm, confidence, and readiness. The atmosphere around the grounds reflected that enthusiasm. Spectators applauded even routine practice winners. Young fans waited patiently for autographs. Families posed for photos with tournament signage, excited simply to be part of an event that felt increasingly significant. Throughout it all, Eala remained focused on the work required for elite competition. While headlines and speculation dominated online conversations, success on the court would still depend on preparation, execution, and resilience. The next reveal wouldn't just influence predictions. It would determine the path ahead, setting the stage for the matches everyone had been waiting to see. The moment the bracket appeared on the giant screens, the entire venue seemed to freeze. For a split second, nobody spoke. Then the noise erupted. Gasps echoed through the crowd as tennis fans immediately began calculating possible storylines. Television producers scrambled to update graphics. Commentators started debating matchups before the ink had metaphorically dried. Across social media, screenshots of the draw spread faster than any official announcement could keep up with. Within minutes, Eala was among the hottest topics being discussed by tennis fans around the world. Supporters celebrated what they believed could become the defining tournament of her young career. Critics argued that the road ahead remained brutally difficult. Every prediction thread turned into a battlefield of opinions. One former player smiled during a live television segment and said that pressure creates stars, but only if they know how to embrace it. That single sentence exploded online. Fans quoted it thousands of times. Sports pages turned it into headlines. Reaction videos appeared within the hour. Everyone suddenly wanted to know one thing. Was Eala ready for the biggest spotlight of her career? Inside the practice courts, however, the atmosphere looked completely different from the frenzy unfolding online. There were no dramatic speeches, no celebrations, no distractions, only the rhythmic sound of tennis balls striking strings. Observers noted the intensity of every drill. Coaches quietly discussed positioning between points. Every repetition appeared deliberate, reflecting the routine that elite athletes rely upon regardless of headlines or speculation. Analysts watching from nearby pointed out how much her game had evolved compared with previous seasons. They discussed improvements in consistency, movement, and decision-making under pressure. Rather than focusing on internet excitement, they emphasized that long-term development is built through countless hours of disciplined work. That perspective resonated with many viewers. Even so, the online conversation refused to slow down. Fan accounts began sharing highlight compilations celebrating memorable victories from earlier tournaments. Commentators revisited breakthrough performances that had first introduced Eala to wider audiences. The excitement was no longer centered on a single announcement. It had become a broader discussion about the arrival of another promising talent on one of tennis's biggest stages. Broadcasters filled pre-match shows with detailed analysis, comparing playing styles and examining tactical possibilities. Graphics highlighted strengths, recent results, and areas where improvement could make a meaningful difference. The focus gradually shifted from speculation to competition. Meanwhile, fans inside the venue created an unforgettable atmosphere. Every glimpse of players walking through the grounds drew applause. Children proudly carried tennis balls hoping for autographs. Families lined the practice courts hours before sessions began. The excitement reflected what makes major tournaments unique. Every match carries the possibility of becoming a career-defining moment. As opening day approached, experienced commentators offered reminders that resonated across broadcasts. Momentum changes quickly. Rankings never guarantee victories. Young players often surprise established stars. And the pressure of a Grand Slam has humbled even the greatest champions in history. Those observations added another layer of anticipation. The story was no longer about a headline alone. It had become about opportunity. Could preparation overcome experience? Could composure withstand expectation? Could another memorable chapter be written on one of tennis's biggest stages? Only the matches themselves could answer those questions. When the first ball would finally be struck, months of preparation, endless discussion, and soaring expectations would all give way to the only thing that truly matters in professional tennis: performance under pressure. The cameras were ready. The stadiums were filling. Millions of viewers prepared to watch. And somewhere beyond the noise of predictions and headlines, Alex Eala was simply preparing to compete, knowing that every point would offer a chance to shape the next chapter of her journey. The waiting was finally over. If you've made it this far, then you already know this story is far from over. Every tournament creates new heroes, unforgettable moments, and debates that can last for years. Whether you're convinced Alex Eala is on the verge of something special or you believe the biggest surprises are still waiting to unfold, one thing is certain: you won't want to miss what happens next. Now it's your turn to join the conversation. Do you think Alex Eala is ready to make a deep run at the US Open? Could this be the tournament that changes the trajectory of her career? Or do you believe an experienced veteran will steal the spotlight? Drop your prediction in the comments right now. We read them all, and some of the best ones will be featured in future videos. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you hit the like button because it tells us you want more in-depth tennis stories, exclusive analysis, and the biggest developments from around the sport. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the next major update, because the tennis world moves fast, and the biggest stories can break when you least expect them. Thank you for watching and for being part of this incredible community. We'll be back with more coverage, more analysis, and more of the moments that have everyone talking. Until next time, stay tuned, keep the conversation going, and we'll see you in the next video.